Sow it with knowledge and tend it with care. Well, this is a collection of books, a most recent collection of books that came from Inverkip Primary School. They very generously have donated these books to the Surplus Educational Supplies Foundation, and all being well, they will be delivered to some schools in a place called Painesville, which is a suburb of the city of Monrovia in the Republic of Liberia, which is a part of West Africa. They came out of the class libraries from primaries 1 to 7, and it's just that these books were surplus to the requirements of the school, and I was very glad to get them. And as you can see, they're lovely books, and will provide a virtual treasure trove of knowledge and enjoyment for readers in that part of the world where they all speak English, of course, apart from their own African languages, but I'm sure they'll be very glad of them once they get them. All of these books, I might emphasize, have been inventoried. As you can see out there, they're put into lovely new boxes, thanks to James Walker Devol Engineering, and Texas Instruments gave us lots of new books. New boxes, not books. I'm getting a bit mixed up now. Yes, it's been a long process to get this far, nearly a year, almost 2 years from the very first when I got a call from the head of the English department of Gourock High School, who asked me if I would like to accept some of their books, which were surplus to their requirements when they merged with Greenock Academy. And before I knew it, Greenock Academy got in touch with me, and I was inundated with a huge collection, a wonderful collection of textbooks, library books, not only which came from these two schools which I've just mentioned, but also Port Glasgow High School, Notre Dame High School, and eventually Sacred Heart Primaries and St Michael's Primary. And recently I had a marvellous collection of technical texts from covering the whole curriculum, technical curriculum, from Parkmains High School in Erskine when they closed their old building and moved into new premises. I think the payoff will be when we can actually have proof, I don't like that, well yes, when we have at least evidence that the people there are getting the good out of these resources which have been collected over many, many months and inventoried. I also wish to add here a note of thanks to Riverside Inverclyde Properties, in particular Mr. David Martin, their surveyor, Mr. Bill Nichol, their chief executive, and also Clyde Port, who have agreed to hold on to my container for a couple of weeks before I ship it out to Africa. And I want to thank especially Hugh Hardy, Mr. Hardy, and Craig, and Mr. Hempel, their manager. And there have been numerous people who enabled this whole thing to function. And let me not forget to thank HA1 Natural Limited, Mr. Stephen and Mr. Chick Kavanagh, and Gary and Sandy, their chief engineer, have all been very helpful. Yes, I'm just a small cog in this wheel, which we managed to keep, hopefully it'll keep turning for the benefit of many other folk many miles from here.